fall, in the fashion design department, we have a project that we call JumpStart, to jumpstart the beginning of the school year. And every year it's completely different, and the students don't find out what the topic is until the first day of school.
I think JumpStart is a really good way to kick off the school year. It kind of gets the juices flowing, and it really allows us to, throw 3 sheets to the wind, and we really get to express ourselves as designers and really push the limit and come up with something really creative.
So JumpStart is a project that we started here at Moore back in 1992. And it was my idea. I came back to school at the beginning of the year, and I said to the rest of the faculty, I want to do something fun and exciting and fast and get the students really excited, and I want to have this project complete in 1 month. And that was kind of the beginning of JumpStart. The first project was everyone had to do something with denim that was unexpected. When JumpStart first started out, it was a project. We did it in class, the juniors did it, the seniors did it, the sophomores always do a version of it. Maybe if they can't sew, they might be creating an accessory. But it's always a conceptual project, never something that you normally see on the street, more like something you might see on the runways in Paris.
This is their opportunity to go crazy, have fun. One of the things that is very important in design is research. So researching contemporary designs, they put it all together and come up with their own. Some students start off with a bang and they run out and they can't wait to get their hands into it and start gathering and shredding and whatever. And other students are slower and more thoughtful.
JumpStart may involve gluing hundreds of buttons onto a garment or something multiple that takes an extra long time. When we did a project for the Pennsylvania Ballet, all the garments had to be made out of tulle, which is the floaty net fabric that ballerinas wear in their tutus. We had a student who used 192 yards of tulle for her design that year. So, my feeling is that if a student likes this project, they're going to put a lot of effort into it and make it really something great. Other students may not be so excited by it, but we kind of love the fact that a lot of the garments that the students design during the school year are meant to be marketable, wearable, saleable, and that's nothing about JumpStart. So I think that's the most fun part of it. JumpStart has evolved along the years. Initially, we kind of relied on fabrications as our concept. We did, as I said before, denim. We had a donation of thermal knit, which we used. We had a donation of ace bandages, which was the concept for one show. I think it's just evolved into a very exciting way to come back to school at the beginning of the year for fashion students. They know they're going to jump right in, they're going to create a garment that's going to be exciting on the runway, and it's just something everyone looks forward to. We often, when we're planning our JumpStart concept, think about what's happening around the city, what exhibitions might be in a museum or the Franklin Institute. So last year at the Perlman Center, at the Philadelphia Museum of Art, there was a fabulous exhibit about the designer Patrick Kelly. Patrick Kelly was an American who lived in Paris and loved the city. And many of the garments that he designed and made reflected his love. For example, a giant hat that looked like the Eiffel Tower. So that's what he loved. So we instructed the students to do something inspired by the city of Philadelphia. So we had inspirations from everything from soft pretzels to the Liberty Bell to City Hall Tower. And there were lots of the flyers, there were lots of sports themes. So I thought that was a successful project. Other more recent projects that we did, an urban camouflage segment where the students went out in Philadelphia, took a picture of a wall, a building, anything, and then the garment that they designed had to disappear when the model stood in front of the photo. That was called urban camouflage. We also partnered with the Flower Show the year they did their Italy theme. We've partnered with the PMA many times. And we also partner with some community service organizations. Specifically, every year we invite the Women's Career Wardrobe to come and set up a box so people can donate clothing to their store, which benefits women who need career wardrobes. One of the first shows that we ever did, we did in the galleries. It was in the late 90s and it was called Mother Earth. It was one of my favorite shows, and the students had to be inspired and create something that related to an animal, vegetable, or mineral. That was the only requirement. So the first time we did the show, it was in the galleries. The first JumpStart show was well received by the college community. We had way more people than we had seats, which happens every year. And it just became an event that professors could come and see their students, fashion students could get their friends to model. It was just this great community spirit, almost like pop-ups that we have today. Everything just comes together, and we just create an event.
On the night of the fashion show, this room is buzzing. There are 45 designers and 45 models up here getting dressed, primping, doing hair, doing makeup, gluing things on at the last minute, stapling things together, anything to get the show ready. Then we line the models up in the hallway, send them down the elevator. The models for the show are often the students themselves, their friends, their sisters. There are a few professional models who come back to do our show every year. JumpStart, it's fun and it's conceptual and it's different than what we do the rest of the year. It's a pretty exciting show.
It is hard for me to believe that the show has gone on for 23 years. I've had fun with it. I think the students that have been here have had fun with it. And it does make a great show. I love it here.